story time, which will be my second story time on this channel, and I am not that good at story times, but I'm trying, and it's like an interesting story that happened in my life. So before I go on with the story time, be sure to give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe down below. Before I tell you exactly like what happened and everything, I want to give you a backstory on the girl that actually punched me. So this girl, I don't want to say her actual name, so I'm going to call her Allison. So Allison and I were best friends since 3rd grade. 3rd grade is when I moved to this school that we were at, which was like an elementary middle school. And me and her were just kind of like clicked, like best friends, yes. And from 3rd grade to 7th grade, it was doing everything together. On like spring and winter break, we FaceTimed for 3 days in a row, literally like leaving it on while we were sleeping. And 8th grade, it kind of hit it to where it's like a rough spot. She always got mad at me for talking to other friends, or like I made a new best friend. She was like, oh, really? So it didn't work out in 8th grade and things went like bink. So now let's get on to the actual story of what happened. On this particular day, it was like in April of 2016. We were in PE class and we had a sub that day. Anytime we have a sub in any of the classes at that particular school, something bad always happened. Not with me, but every single time something with another student would happen, and it was just like stupid stuff. On this particular day, she had been mad at me for a week and a half or 2 weeks before that day. But it was kind of like rising up with her just being like, don't talk to me, like. So it's hard to explain what exactly happened. Let me get props. Okay, so I got my props here. This is my friend Veronica. That's me, and I'm going to be playing. As I'm editing this video, I realized I used her real name. No, I'm playing Allison. Okay, bye. Reenactment time. Okay, so me and Veronica were just talking, you know, it was a free day. Everything was okay. And then Allison walks up and she's just like, oh my god, hey, oh my god, what's about happened? Oh my god, oh lord. She punched me. After she had the audacity to punch me, she began to talk crap about me to Veronica, while Veronica was very confused. She punched me right here, which is like in between my rib cage, and it put me out of breath like bad. Like I could not breathe. It was like the worst thing ever for me. So when she did that, I was like, I couldn't speak, so I ran to the bleachers, and my other friend Lisa, so I ran over to her. She was like, oh my god, what happened? Like, are you okay? Like, what's blah, blah, blah. And I was just like, and I couldn't speak. But the sub did not care at all. She was like, yeah, I'm like, deal with this later. So when I'm in a bad mood or something bad happens to me, I don't like going and being, this happened, all this happened. I'm just more of like a put a smile on your face and just walk around until you see your mom. When I got home, I told my mom about it, and she was like, oh my god. She called up the cops. Cops were like, okay, we'll check into it tomorrow. The next day rolls by, and like first thing in the morning, I'm getting called into the office. Our principal, Miss Miller, let's call her. She was like, tell me the whole story, what happened? Why didn't you tell me yesterday? Like, we could have dealt with this yesterday, like blah 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 blah. And I was just like, I don't know, I just didn't want to tell anyone. I wanted to tell my mom. I told her the whole entire story. She was just like, okay, writing it all down on a little paper. She was just like, okay, go back to class. And then Allison got called into the principal's office, and then that was just like basically it. It kind of rolled by for like 2 or 3 hours, like nothing happened. And then I got called back into the office, and I walked in, and there was a police officer there, and he was just like, okay, tell me what happened. So I had to repeat the whole entire thing again. Both of them were writing down stuff, and he was like, if any of this is wrong, you can get in trouble, and just treating me like I did something wrong, and that wasn't exactly what happened at all. I didn't do nothing. So same thing happened with Veronica. Lisa was not involved at all, because she was just like the bystander that like helped me. And I know Veronica was in a rough position, because when Allison punched me, Veronica kind of got knocked into me, and her elbow hit the side of my chest, because we were both standing next to each other, so it was just like a little thing. We were all involved in it. It wasn't a good day at all. The police were not nice. When I told the police and Miss Miller what happened, they were both like, okay, like, is this right or wrong? We'll check the video surveillance. Also, update to the video surveillance thing. My mom called the police station after all this happened, and she asked if she could see the surveillance, and they said it got deleted, so illegal. Blah, 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 blah. And then the police, he was like making me like say what's going on with like my friends and everything, and like, is there any drama happening? And I was just teenagers, like obviously. And then he kind of just like started blaming it on me for the drama that happened, and I was like, this has nothing to do with that girl or this or that. This has nothing to do with me getting punched. I remember at the end of the day, Allison came back into the room and she was crying, and I was just like, really? Okay, so did something happen or not? Because like I need to know. And I remember I got called back into the office. Miss Miller was like, I checked the surveillance cameras. I could not see her punching you. And she was talking about something that like I could file something against them from them hitting me, but I couldn't do it just directly to Allison. But literally Miss Miller was like, I wouldn't do it. They're gonna be your friends at the end. She just made it to where all the teachers knew about it and we weren't allowed to be near each other, like participate in anything together. And the rest of the year it was annoying because I didn't talk to her. Anytime like our friends were joined together, we'd be like standing there, but we'd always make like snarky remarks. I'd be sassy or I'd say something like, like I don't really talk to Allison because of just like everything that happened in the past, and it's just a mess. Me and Veronica and Lisa and all of them, we're still friends, but the whole entire situation was just like a big childish thing where I got hurt, and I don't know why I deserved to get hurt. It wasn't really in my situation where I should have gotten hit. So I hope you guys enjoyed this story time. Comment below if anything happened with you and a friend like this, and I will see you guys next week. Bye!